Hey TomboyGirlP5, I'm Youngblood Fantasy 91, and now that we've familiarized ourselves, why don't we get to the meat of your video, eh? I don't know about you, but I feel this video is going exceptionally slowly. I mean, all you have are several words in small font at the center of the screen, so I don't think you should devote 10 or 15 seconds per each sentence fragment you have here. I'm going to speed up a notch. BAM! I really feel like a douche for being such a grammar stickler, but who is this 50% guy? Should I know him? Does he have problems with T4? And why is he not off reducing prices at Walmart? Okay, so you agree with Cyberwolf about certain parts of the video, but why did it take you almost a minute and a half to establish this point? Can we get to a point in the video where you actually counter his points and not sit through every single one-word sentence you put up here for 10 seconds or more? Okay, thanks. Didn't Cyberwolf literally say this at the beginning of his video? He literally said that every decade had its pros and cons, therefore admitting that every generation had issues that people had to confront. Again, you're not refuting any of his points. I am really starting to question why you decided to make this video, and my only rationale I can think for you at this point was that you did it on a dare. Okay, this is going at a snail's pace. What are you doing here, dear friend? What you are doing here is literally confirming what Cyberwolf said throughout the video. He brought up concrete examples of how each decade brought about issues and problems and what have you. Again, where are your refutations? Okay, 1 minute later and we are still being presented with examples. Okay, how hard is it to go back and shorten either the time the text appears on the screen or increase the length of each sentence so that way no one feels their time is being wasted over trivial sentence fragments and one-word phrases? Look, I can do this very easily. Observe. Each decade had its own ups and downs, ceaselessly following time's arrow, contributing to it both humanity's acmes as well as man's inhumanity to man. The 1950s, we saw the invention of television, but Charles Starkweather committed one of the first serial killings. The 1960s, we had great music and influential rock artists around that time, but the Vietnam War created world conflict. And so on and so forth. You know how quick and easy it was for me to say this? Well, imagine doing this in text form. It's not that hard given you are in complete control of the text. I don't see why you would have issues with this. Well, Jeffrey Dahmer did the same thing, while John Wayne Gacy murdered boys and men, and David Berkowitz, aka Son of Sam, killed women. Why am I comparing serial killers and their modes of killing? Because I again want to demonstrate how easy this is. You are literally breaking up your sentences for no reason. It's like jump cuts in a video, except the progression between these jump cuts are going as slow as molasses. God damn. Yes, we are definitely encountering lots of things in society that are giving us problems. Censorship is an issue, the financial crisis is an issue, and kids are an issue. But are you trying to tell me that this is a unique form of getting worse? Because things like this have happened for a while. Ever hear of stagflation, the Kent State University massacre, the Pentagon Papers? Those are things that all happened in the 1970s that dealt with the same issues you presented here. So I don't see why this has to be given any more credence than incidents that occurred in previous decades. Here comes the spelling stickler douchebaggery again. So, barley, grown in Hollywood, has talent. Get Christopher Nolan and tell him to write a whole new movie starring this barley. It will be called The Hops of a Nation. Look, I understand the whole issue about obesity and fast food, but could you at least present and independent claws, so that I can follow you without this trivial dragging. Please! Well, from the looks of things, you are decrying today's society and the way things are going, but I won't label you as a nostalgiatard just yet. However, I will say this. If you are saying sorry for being a nostalgiatard, then frankly, it almost hints at the fact that you have acted like one anyways. It's all about deductive reasoning, people. But you tried to present this earlier as a point against Cyberwolf. Screw it. At least you admit you made a mistake there. Okay, I am trying to pry apart your muddled grammar here. Apparently you feel that all nostalgiatards are stereotyped as bad, and you admit that you are one yourself. Well, all I gotta say is this. It's not my fault we have people like Ben the Looney or most of the Sonic fanbase to give you nostalgiatards a bad rep. Not to mention the name is pejorative anyway, so why would you even give yourself that label? You're kidding me, right? You're defending Ben the Looney on the grounds that he is an alright guy. Let me tell you something, dude. This guy is too heavily fixated on the past, and, dare I mention, betrays his nostalgiatard mindset for shows such as My Little Pony. Not to mention he gets angry when he is criticized, so that makes him easy fodder for criticism. I hope that answers your question. Precisely why we call him a two-faced hypocrite, because even though he stands and remains absolutely stubborn about the past, he still turns to some modern shows anyways. I know that being a nostalgiatard is bad to begin with, but I would rather he actually defend his views instead of making exceptions for anything he finds as cute or good in terms of recent cartoon endeavors. Oh? And why do you hate Junior Fan? Is it because he wanted to defend his views about Ben the Looney? Well, I'm sorry, but that's a poor reason to hate him because you are hating him for presenting an alternate viewpoint. I find that disturbing, especially because your hatred is remarkably unfounded. Guys, do you feel an aura about you? Do you feel a sense of exasperation? A feeling of frustration at the thought that all human reason has been roadblocked for no obvious reason whatsoever? If so, you feel the presence of an ad hominem attack. And you all know how I feel about ad hominem attacks, right? Which is precisely why we don't cotton to their views, because that is just a matter of perspective, and they seem to express it as an immutable fact. I really hate it when people assume that whatever they say is automatically correct, and nostalgiatards like the guy you mentioned are guilty of that. Then don't watch television that often anymore. Use the resources you found and try to ignore it. I know it's the media, but honestly, we are not living in an Orwellian society and there are no telescreens, so I think you can try to let it be without any fanfare. My only suggestion is, when you do this, don't engrave your bias in their impressionable minds, because then we will see a whole new generation of nostalgiatards, and I want that out of the gene pool if you can help it. Forgot and didn't understand. Okay, you restated Cyberwolf's points and spent almost 2 minutes of the video reaffirming what he said. Then you go on to defend Ben the Looney and still decry today's media and the state of society. As far as I'm concerned, you did little to give Cyberwolf any feedback or suggestions. Not to mention you lambasted Junior Fan to high heaven, all the while have your text crawl at the pace of continental plates moving around the Earth. As far as I can tell, you padded the length of this video by unnecessarily leaving sentence fragments and one-word sentences up on the screen for 10 seconds or more. That was why the video was long. I will bet you the video length could have been decreased by a factor of 3 if you actually used reasonable time lengths or at least consolidated some of your sentences. Just wanted to make that clear. Well, although I am not Cyberwolf, at least I replied to you, so I think I gave you what you wanted. Hope this helps, eh?
Hello everyone, this is TomboyGirlP5 here, about to do another commentary. And before we get started on this commentary, I'm going to talk about some things from the last commentary really quick. After watching all the one-shot commentaries and reading all the comments, you guys were right. I really shouldn't have commented on a video that was really old. But the reason why that I commented on that video is because this year I finally learned how to make a commentary, and also I've been planning on commenting on that video for a really long time, and I felt like I had a lot to say to him. From now on, I won't comment on any more old videos, I'll just stick with the more recent ones. This video that I'm about to comment on right now is pretty recent. It just came out last summer, so I guess you could just call it recent. And here it is.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about what this rant was about. Oh my god. Yes. I can remember now. It's about Justin Bieber haters.
Wow. It just took you that long just to realize what you're gonna rant about? Usually when you start ranting, you need to know what you're gonna rant about. That's the whole point in making one. You even made a title for this video, so that should explain what you're gonna rant about.
It's like, why do you hate Justin Bieber? Are you jealous?
No, I am not jealous at all. The reason why I hate him is because he's annoying and overrated. And if I were to be jealous of any singer, it would be Kid Rock, because he can actually sing without using any of that auto-tuned shit.
I'm sick of people like calling him a faggot, saying he's gay. It's like, dude, he has a girlfriend.
He could be bisexual, you know. Sorry, no offense to all the bisexual people out there. I don't mean to be homophobic or anything. He's the one that sounds like a girl and looks like a girl. Well, he did get a new haircut, but his older haircut made him look like a girl. You know, where he had the short, long, kind of bowl cut hair.
Seeing the way they've been acting in the ocean, then yeah, he's not gay.
What does oceans have to do with this subject? Is that supposed to be some metaphor or something?
If you think he's a bit girly, maybe call him feminine, not gay.
Say what now? I'm still confused what you're still trying to say.
Just because he's all neat and tidy and isn't a feral drug addict does not mean he's gay.
You are really a hard person to understand, you know?
Are you jealous because he gets all the girls?
Didn't you just ask us if we were jealous in the beginning of the video? And no, I'm still not jealous. I wouldn't want a bunch of 12-year-old girls chasing me around like crazy. And a bunch of girls that always bash good music.
Are you jealous because your girlfriend would rather do him than you?
You know, you're never gonna get a boyfriend like that either. Seriously, no guy's ever gonna want to date you if you just keep on worrying about Justin Bieber all the time.
Just stop hating on him. He didn't do anything.
No, we are not going to stop hating on him. He did give Canada a bad name.
He's an amazing singer. That's all he's done. He's come out with books. He's come out with movies.
That's because these companies are milking off him. He's just basically their cash cow.
Yeah, you may find him annoying. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, it's your opinion if you find him annoying. You don't have to like him.
Well, thank you for saying that. Looks like you've finally shown us some maturity right now. I wish there could be more Justin Bieber fans out there like you that have shown maturity at this point. In my opinion, I just find him annoying.
But you don't have to hate on him just because you don't like his music.
Well then, how am I supposed to judge him now? That's how you usually judge a singer. You usually judge them by their music.
And you can't say you don't like him as a person because you've never met him.
For once, I do agree with you for just a little bit. Only about 10%.
You don't even know who he is. You've never met him. You don't know about him. You don't know what he does.
Yes, we all know who he is. He's a young teenage boy from Canada who can't sing for shit.
You just hate him because his friends hate him. And they hate him because of who he is. He's freaking Justin Bieber. He's like perfect.
Seriously? You think I hate him just because everyone else hate him? Like I said, I hate him because I just find him annoying. Also, my friends hate him the same reason why I hate him.
Like, I know there's no such thing as perfect, but he's pretty close. I mean, wow.
Okay, what do you mean by perfect? Like perfect at what?
Just like, why do you hate on him?
Oh my god, didn't you just like ask us that 2 times in this video?
You don't say like, so what? Does that mean you find Usher gay? Because Usher likes him. Does that mean you find Chris Brown gay? Does that mean, yeah.
The only reason why they like him is because he's just their cash cow.
Are you jealous because you got with Selena Gomez and you didn't?
No. Selena Gomez isn't even that attractive anyways. And she's also not that great of a singer.
Are you jealous because he's better looking than you?
Oh, we're jealous of him, alright. Sometimes we wish we could all have his haircut.
Are you jealous because he's a nice guy?
And tell me, how am I supposed to be jealous of someone that's nice?
Are you jealous because he's freaking rich and has like 40 million girls wanting to rape his face?
Who cares about being rich? There are millions of rich people out there, including singers. And besides, most of those girls are like 12 years old. I wouldn't want a bunch of 12-year-olds chasing me all the time.
What are you jealous of? Are you jealous of him just being him, being absolutely amazing?
I was never jealous of him at all. Never had been, and never will be.
Just stop hating on him. He didn't actually do anything to deserve that.
He gave Canada a bad name, and he made pop music go down the drain.
So would you... sorry. So would you like it if somebody was hating on you just for being famous? So like, so what, you're a singer and everyone's just like, oh yeah, you're totally gay. Ew, look at you, you're gay. You wear neat clothes. You don't look like a Darrow. You're so gay. Wow, you just made out with that chick. You're totally a homo. Maybe all of you haters are just calling him gay to overcompensate for your own sexual feelings towards him. Maybe, I don't know. And as for the girls, I don't even know why you hate him. Like, do you hate him like because you won't be able to ever get with him? I'm not saying you guys are all ugly and stuff, but it's like, yeah, I'm really confused why people hate him, and I'm sick of the names the haters call him. It's like, stop calling him gay. Stop calling him a faggot. How is he a girl? He's being naked. He doesn't have boobs. It's like, I know not every girl has boobs, but it doesn't mean he's a girl. What, he's a girl because he likes to sing in a high voice? If you heard him talk, you'd find out his voice wasn't actually that high. It's disgusting, and I reckon everyone should just leave him alone. It's like, you would have hated it. 15 million people wanted you dead.
I bet you would hate it if you found out that you had 12-year-old girls just chasing you like crazy.
You would absolutely hate it. So why don't you just like stop for a minute, think about other people's feelings, and just stop hating on someone you don't even know. Maybe you could hate him if you met him and found out that he was a mega jerk. Yeah, then you could hate him, but you can't hate him until you know him. You can dislike his music, you can dislike his look, but you cannot hate him. It's disgusting.
Finally, you brought your maturity side out again. You're right, we could dislike him all we want just for his music and his looks, but for him as a person, I really don't know what to say. I really don't have anything to say to him just as a person. But his music will always suck ass.
So yeah, comment, rate, and subscribe, and stop hating the Biebs. Yeah, he's amazing. So yeah, bye.
Well, finally, I'm glad this is over now. I admit you were being a little mature in the video. Like, I liked the parts when you said, like how we don't have to hate him as a person, that we should only hate his music and just his. Now, to be honest with you, at first I thought you were gonna be a mature Justin Bieber fan, but until I found out that you pulled out the jealousy card and told us to stop hating on him, oh no, you're not even a mature fan at all. 'Cause mature fans never pull out the jealousy card or tell other people to stop hating on them. There, that's all now. I hope you all enjoyed this commentary. Don't worry, I'll keep making more. Well, I'll try. But I promise I will never do it on any old material again. Bye now.